Welcome to our discussion about Velociraptor, a fascinating and mysterious creature from the past. Velociraptor was a small carnivorous dinosaur that roamed the Earth during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 75 million years ago. This small but mighty dinosaur has gained popularity in recent years due to its portrayal in the Jurassic Park movie series. However, there is much more to Velociraptor than what we see on the big screen. Let's take a closer look at this intriguing dinosaur and learn more about its history and characteristics. Velociraptor has gained widespread popularity due to its depiction in the Jurassic Park movie series. The Jurassic Park franchise, which first hit theaters in 1993, has become synonymous with dinosaurs and has sparked the interest of countless children and adults in these fascinating prehistoric creatures. Velociraptor, with its distinctive appearance and intelligent hunting tactics, has left a lasting impression on moviegoers and has become one of the most memorable dinosaurs from the series. However, as we will learn, the Velociraptor depicted in the movies is quite different from the real Velociraptor that lived millions of years ago. So, let's delve deeper into the history and characteristics of this fascinating dinosaur. The story of the Velociraptor's discovery dates back to 1923 when researcher Peter Kyson was on a fossil hunting expedition in the Gobi Desert in Mongolia. While searching for evidence of prehistoric life in the area, Kyson came across the skull and claws of a small carnivorous dinosaur. These fossils were later presented to the scientific community in 1924 by Dr. Henry Osborn, the director of the Natural History Museum in New York. In honor of the country where it was discovered, Dr. Osborn named the dinosaur Velociraptor mongoliensis, which means swift thief in Latin. This naming was an important step in our understanding of Velociraptor and helped to establish it as a distinct species within the scientific community. It also allowed researchers to begin studying velociraptors and learning more about their characteristics and behavior. Velociraptor mongoliensis has remained the accepted scientific name for this species, and it is still used by paleontologists today. This discovery was just the beginning of our understanding of the Velociraptor. In 1940, a Soviet Polish research team returned to Mongolia to continue excavating fossils and made a fascinating discovery. They found a fossil showing a velociraptor in the midst of a fight with a herbivorous dinosaur called Protoceratops was a significant milestone in our understanding of Velociraptor. This fossil, which was found by a Soviet Polish research team in Mongolia, provides valuable insight into the hunting habits of Velociraptor. The fossil shows the Velociraptor using its sharp claws to attack the belly of the Protoceratops, while Protoceratops bites down on the Velociraptor's front feet. It is believed that the two dinosaurs were fighting and were then buried in a pile of sand, leaving them as fossils. This discovery suggests that Velociraptors may have hunted alone rather than in groups, as it is shown attacking a single prey animal rather than working with other Velociraptors to take down their prey. This fossil not only provides information about the hunting habits of velociraptors, but also gives us a glimpse into the dynamic and often violent world of prehistoric dinosaurs. It is a unique and valuable discovery that has contributed to our understanding of velociraptors and the lives of these ancient creatures. While Velociraptor has gained popularity through its depiction in the Jurassic Park movie series, it's important to note that the Velociraptor shown in the movies is significantly different from the real Velociraptor that lived millions of years ago. There are several key differences between the two, which we will explore in more detail. In contrast, the movie Velociraptor is depicted as a much larger dinosaur, standing tall and imposing on screen. This depiction is significantly different from the real Velociraptor, and it is not accurate to the size of the actual dinosaur. While the larger size of the movie Velociraptor may make it more imposing and dramatic on screen, it is important to remember that it is not representative of the real Velociraptor. Another significant difference between the real Velociraptor and the Velociraptor depicted in the Jurassic Park movies is the way they hunt. While the movie Velociraptor is shown hunting in packs and working together to take down its prey, there is no evidence to suggest that the real Velociraptor hunted in groups. In fact, the 1940 discovery of a fossil showing a Velociraptor fighting with a herbivorous dinosaur called Protoceratops suggests that Velociraptors may have hunted alone. This difference in hunting behavior is significant because it challenges the way Velociraptor is portrayed in the movies. The image of the Velociraptor hunting in packs is a dramatic and memorable one, but it is not necessarily accurate to the real Velociraptor and its behavior. While we may not know exactly how Velociraptors hunted, it is important to remember that the depiction of Velociraptors in the movies may not be entirely accurate to their real-life counterparts. While the Velociraptor depicted in the Jurassic Park movies may seem like a fictional creation, it actually has its roots in real-life paleontological research. One key source for the movie Velociraptor was a book called Predatory Dinosaurs of the World, written by paleontologist Gregory Paul in 1988. This book, which was published several years before the release of the first Jurassic Park movie, played a significant role in the creation of the movie Velociraptor. In his book, Paul argued that Deinonychus, another carnivorous dinosaur that lived during the same time period as Velociraptor, was a type of Velociraptor. He proposed that Deinonychus anaeropus, a dinosaur discovered in the 1960s, was actually Velociraptor anaeropus. This idea was based on the similar physical characteristics of the two dinosaurs and the fact that they lived during the same time period. Paleontologist Gregory Paul argued in his book Predatory Dinosaurs of the World that Deinonychus, another carnivorous dinosaur that lived during the same time period as Velociraptor, was a type of Velociraptor. Paul proposed that Deinonychus anaeropus, a dinosaur discovered in the 1960s, was actually Velociraptor anaeropus. This idea was based on the similar physical characteristics of the two dinosaurs and the fact that they lived during the same time period. Paul's argument was not universally accepted within the scientific community, and it has since been debunked. However, it played a significant role in the creation of the movie Velociraptor. When writer Michael Crichton was working on the original novel for Jurassic Park in 1990, he referred to Paul's book as a source of information about velociraptors. Crichton borrowed from Paul's argument about the relationship between Velociraptor and Deinonychus and used Deinonychus as a model for the movie Velociraptor. Currently, Velociraptor and Deinonychus are classified as distinct and separate dinosaurs within the scientific community. However, the idea that Deinonychus was a type of Velociraptor has had a lasting impact on popular culture and has contributed to the public's perception of Velociraptor. When writer Michael Crichton was working on the original novel for Jurassic Park in 1990, he referred to paleontologist Gregory Paul's book Predatory Dinosaurs of the World as a source of information about Velociraptor. In his book, Paul argued that Deinonychus, another carnivorous dinosaur that lived during the same time period as Velociraptor, was a type of Velociraptor. Crichton borrowed from this argument and used Deinonychus as a model for the movie Velociraptor, introducing it into the Jurassic Park story as a fearsome and intelligent predator. Crichton's decision to use Deinonychus as a model for the movie Velociraptor was influenced by Paul's argument that Deinonychus was a type of Velociraptor. Despite this, the idea that Deinonychus was a type of Velociraptor has had a lasting impact on popular culture and has contributed to the public's perception of Velociraptor. Velociraptor is a small carnivorous dinosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period and has gained popularity through its depiction in the Jurassic Park movie series. However, it's important to note that the Velociraptor shown in the movies is significantly different from the real Velociraptor that lived millions of years ago. It is ironic that the real model for the movie Velociraptor, Deinonychus, is not as well known as Velociraptor due to a mistake in the original novel. This highlights the fact that even small errors or misunderstandings can have a lasting impact on the way we perceive and understand the world around us. Despite these differences between the real Velociraptor and the movie Velociraptor, Velociraptor remains a fascinating and mysterious creature, and we continue to learn more about it through further study and research. While the movies may not always accurately depict velociraptors and other dinosaurs, they have helped to spark a fascination and interest in these ancient creatures among the general public. As we continue to learn more about velociraptors and other dinosaurs, we can gain a deeper understanding of the natural world and the creatures that inhabited it millions of years ago. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.